Today I wanted to address the 3 most common questions I get asked about Fortnite trading cards. What do you do with them? Are they worth any money? And where do you get them? Now, I have talked about this prior on my channel, but I wanted a video specific to these topics. That way, when people are searching on Google, it's really easy to find. If you're interested in the intricacies of Fortnite trading cards, definitely subscribe, go through all my videos. I have tons of content. All right, first question. What do you do with Fortnite trading cards? Well, the answer is to buy, collect, sell, and trade. The skins themselves or the cards themselves are not redeemable in any fashion. They are strictly collectibles, very similar to basketball cards, baseball cards, football cards, etc. This is like the non-sports version. Not a game, so they are technically not classified as TCG, which is trading card games. Some of the grading companies are still all over the place with their verbiage, but it is technically a non-sports, not TCG. Second question, are they worth any money? And the answer is hell yes. In fact, I've made more profits off of Fortnite trading cards than I have on all of my sports cards, all of my Pokemon cards, all of my Magic the Gathering cards, and all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards combined. Like, profit margins are huge with Fortnite trading cards. I honestly stopped buying and selling sports cards because it just is nothing in comparison. Now, maybe you get super lucky and you get some of the high-end one-of-ones, some, blowing up rookies. Like, that's an exception with sports cards. But when you're just talking about going to Walmart, going to Target, buying some stuff, and then flipping it, Fortnite is hands down the best when it comes to that. Now, there has been a little bit of a fall off. The economy is in shambles right now. Even so, it's only gone down proportionally with everything else. It's still got a step up. Now, we haven't seen any crazy $1 million sales or anything like that, but the highest sale I personally saw was one entire set sold for $180,000. And that was 99% raw. If you're new to trading cards, you don't really understand what that means. Like, none of the cards or most of the cards were not authenticated. They weren't in graded cases. So that's a pretty substantial amount, especially considering it's a non-sports collection. Like, that's rare. It's not a trading card game. All right. And the third most common question I get asked is, where do you get them? This one can be a little tricky. So I'll spend a little bit more time on this one because every series and collection is just a tad bit different, but I still want to keep this short and sweet. Series 1 is extremely unlikely to be found in any brick and mortar retailers ever again. However, it's not impossible. If you were to find any Series 1 sealed product anywhere out in the wild, your best bet would be a one-off Dollar Tree. There's 100% some 3-packs out there. I don't know which stores haven't been hit yet across the United States, but if I'm a betting man and I'm spending my time looking personally, anytime I'm doing some weird travel routes, I'm hitting all those Dollar Trees that have very little traffic. And once a year or so, we do hear about some folks finding some Series 1 hobby boxes at some random collectible stores, typically like in a mall, or some old dude who, collected stuff from pawn shops and garage sales. So maybe you'll get lucky there. But if you're not into hunting down product, the best places to find are online at online card retailers such as Card Giants, Blowout Cards, card reseller sites. And of course, you can find everything on eBay. Now, Series 3 at this time can be found in a few places: Walmart, Target, Scheels, GameStop, and you can easily find online with card retailers, eBay stores, etc. Series 3 is pretty plentiful. Now, I say that in comparison to Series 1 and Series 2. I still have never seen any product at any of my Targets or any of my Walmarts, but I do see other people finding them. So maybe your Walmart and your Targets are one of the lucky ones that actually get restocked. Mine, very, very, very rare. Reloaded, which I like to often refer to as Series 1 alternate or the Stepdad collection, whatever you want to call it. It's starting to get a little pickup. So I wanted to make sure I touched on this one as well. This one was based overseas, so you're not going to find any reloaded product anywhere in the United States and any brick and mortar. These will pretty much exclusively be found online on eBay. If you're lucky enough to visit some overseas collectible stores, you might find some out there. Now, I'm not 100% sure on foreigners and how they feel about collectibles, if they're as crazy as we are in the United States. But I can say personally, I have shipped quite a bit of product to Norway, Switzerland, Australia, all over the United Kingdom. And one of the craziest ones, in my opinion, was Djibouti, Africa. So this collection is being distributed worldwide. It is starting to make its way and branch out. Now, a bonus question. I'm not really going to go in super grave detail because I have a video almost completely dedicated to this topic. And that is why some cards look the same, but are valued so different. So the basics, some of the cards are printed in different locations. USA, Italy, and Brazil. I go into grave detail on the difference between Italy and USA. I personally do not have a lot of experience with Brazilian cards, but my overall experience with that particular print is negative. And I don't like to trash other people's collections. That's not what I'm out here to do. Brazilian cards do exist. They are in English, and they have their own set of quality control issues. They are very few and far between, but what I've personally noticed is whenever collectors own some, they tend to own an entire set. And that's because they were sold in full sets from Panini representatives in Brazil. And for me, that just took away the chase of trading cards. You know, I didn't want to be sold an entire set. But with that being said, gem mint graded Brazilian cards will be the scarcest collectible in all of Fortnite. And those should be treated with the highest level of respect, all things considered. So I'll go ahead and post a video right here. This will take you to the USA versus Italy. And I hope you guys got good information out of this video. Like and subscribe.